cliche, but you were my rescue raft. Roaming with the spiders in the shadows of my rage. My life felt like cold sweat in my anger's rusty cage. And when you found me, I was drifting out. And I'm so glad I didn't leave for New York. My anchor was right in front of me. My whole ship was sinking as I scaled the beams to set a course for nothing, nowhere, and then you kissed me. To set a course for nothing, nowhere, and then you kissed me. No one in this world couldn't predict the change of heart I'd have. Turned back on the East Coast for Rhode Island in my path. Mere weeks from a first touch, when I knocked and shook your hand, love would come out falling, we'd fall again, again, again. I was drifting out, and I'm so glad I didn't leave for New York. My anchor was right in front of me. My whole ship was sinking as I scaled the beams to set a course for nothing, nowhere, and then you kissed me. Set a course for nothing, nowhere, and then you kissed me. So glad I didn't leave for New York. My anchor was right in front of me. My whole ship was sinking as I scaled the beams to set a course for nothing, nowhere, and then you kissed me. To set a course for nothing, nowhere, and then you kissed me. To set a course for nothing, nowhere. What a very sweet thing it is, the life we get to lead. I'll go to bed smiling as we hold hands with our feet. I saw the blast, though the night was all around us. Bust out, check your pockets, brace your marrow. Why would you call me lucky? Shiver went through my organs, resonating. I'm shouting, anybody got a smoke? Laugh, laugh. Earth erupts and my buddy goes down. One of us survived and one won't wait. There's no meaning in it here. Take back your bank book, take back your car. What you've got is loot. Look at your hands. Oh, what you've got is loot. Look at your hands. Change, no. I couldn't quite believe what I could see. A rat race, greedy vultures, hungry vermin, selling all the serfs the pride they preach. Go on, laugh when the sky, honey, I love you so, but oh, there's no meaning in it here. Take back your diamond, take back your heart. What you've got is loot. Look at your hands. Oh, what you've got is loot. Look. I won't show no emotion, don't look at my face. I won't show no emotion, don't look at my face. What you've got is loot.
Hey everybody, can you hear me? Are we live? I think we're live. Hey Charlotte. I might get to see Charlotte today. No worries, Nika. Let me get this microphone closer to me. All right, everybody. Yeah, I know, right, Colin? Yeah, I have audio once again. Today we're going to be doing a different song. I did quite a bit of mixing on Whiskey Tonight and laid some drums down, and it's not done, but it's kind of close. And so I figure let's instead go into a new mix since I'm not going to be changing. Yeah, co-producer Charlotte. She decided she was going to sit on the floor instead. There she is. All right, everybody. We're going to be mixing Wander today. This is going to be track 2 on So Much Space, So Much Time. Let's give it a little listen. See. Let's give it a little listen, see. Sounds so like dry, no reverb or anything. It's quiet too. Let me turn everything up. If I let my mind dry vocal, dry. To the beach we walked yesterday. Guitar sounds nice though. That flock still rush. Yeah, I love that bass sound too. Into the fine sand. Thanks, Leonard. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind. Start with some panning. Silhouettes you so gentle.
so much space and so much time.
Juicy, very juicy.
When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was awakening. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside. Downstairs early last night, I was awakening. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight.
Oh, there it is. It's a little timing something.
Around me tight.
Blim, blim. We're gonna. Hi, Charlotte. She says hello. Hello. Is it? Yeah, that's right. I recorded. I do need coffee, actually. My coffee brewed, but it did not finish. Give me just 1 sec. I'll play it while I get some coffee.
As you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside,
I got you.
lets me into your eyes.
Natalie's getting me coffee.
As you wrap around me tight.
Thank you.
It's so weird. I heard you say Natalie's getting me coffee in my ears, and I was looking at you, and you weren't saying anything.
I think so I have all these guitar tracks that I would have to like warp the time of if I want that to be in time. Or I can just change the bass. I think I'm gonna just change the bass. What do you guys think? I think I'm gonna do that.
And the
Here we go. Come on. Oh, I was hitting the wrong key. Okay. Warp point there. And a warp point there. And then I'll line that up here. And then in theory.
and the night
And that sounds a lot better, actually.
around me tight, and the nightlight.
All right, I don't like that a lot. Let's see.
Slowly, as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight
That's fine.
on the bedside lets me into
The guitar is what's
your
wrong, but
eyes.
you know, I think that's actually gonna work out.
And you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time.
Here comes the bridge.
Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh, long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me to fall.
I love that bridge. I'm very proud of that bridge. Thanks, Colin. Yeah. all 7th chords. That's probably why it sounds a little jazzy.
That wave dispersed in due time, but the magic hangs on.
Jazz.
Little stippled birds of passion to the ocean's traffic hum. If I let my mind wander,
I don't have to do very much, honestly. I thought this was gonna be much more in depth.
Breezes fingers running through your curls.
Pew pew pew.
And you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. So much time.
There's a little somewhere in there.
So much time.
This is really gonna sound weird.
So much time.
Thanks, Colin. Yeah. It's that good old minor 4. I do love that minor 4. I call the minor 4 the Natalie chord because she uses it in a lot of her songs. And it's just so pretty.
So much space. So much time.
What is that sound? Because it's in there too. I cut out the
So much time.
Is that temporal distortion? What is that? What's going on here? I demand an explanation. Oh, there's like a little clicking sound. Hear that? Tagaunk, tagaunk, tagaunk. So most of being a producer is this. It's like, what is that sound and how do I kill it? In that track. It is in that track though. Is it only in that track? I can maybe even just do this.
It's time.
Yeah. Hey, it's gone. That was great. That was so much easier than it sometimes is.
It's time.
I think it's a distortion thing. I think it's probably in transferring the files. It probably got some extra juice, something bonus. Oh, a polarity problem. Polarity and phase are really common things, but that's typically going to make us sound hollow. Yeah, this just sounds like an artifact. It sounds like a noise that got added somewhere along the way. That said, polarity and phase are super important, and they're kind of cool concepts. I can maybe show you with the acoustic, since there are a couple tracks. So here we've got the acoustic sound, and one of these I'm gonna flip the polarity, which is in the utility row. So what polarity is like when you have sound waves go up and down. They actually go in a sine wave formation in physical space. Physically, that's what they're doing. And when you have two microphones on a source, or you're recording a guitar with a microphone but you're also recording DI or something like that, both signals have to be going up at the same time, otherwise they cancel each other out. If one signal is going up and then the other signal is going down, then it will actually cancel itself out. Now before, like because they're not exact replicas of each other, it'll just do that with certain frequencies, and it'll make a guitar or a bass or something sound like hollow, and all the low end energy is going to be gone. It sounds like you like carved out the middle of the sound. And that's polarity. And polarity is super important. Like if you're ever recording drums are almost never on one microphone, or like if you're recording something live and you hear the drums in the vocalist's microphone or something like that, checking for phase or checking for polarity is really, really important. And then phase is related to that. Phase is making sure that they line up. So like, let's say I've got one track and then one track, right? Well, you want them to be starting at the exact right time. If one of them is starting slightly later, then they'll actually cancel out some of the polarity. That's how you get like a phase effect. Pretty cool. Yeah, you can flip it in your DAW. Yeah, it's pretty great. Most DAWs actually have that capability. Luna's nice because the polarity switch thing is right in there. And actually, I should try to make sure that the polarity is correct. Excuse me. Because the acoustic guitar is coming from three sources. It's coming from the vocal track and then these two guitar tracks right here. So if one of those is out of phase with the other two, then it's going to make it sound kind of like carved out, like I was saying. Let's start with the vocal. Maybe this looks like a good juicy loud part. The midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently. The midday light behind. I should actually find a part where it's just guitar because the vocal is distracting me. Here we go. Hear how that sound totally changes? Sounds a lot better with that. Sounds like there's more low end to it, even though it's kind of a DI sound. The acoustic sound is a little stringy, and I think that's because the DI is really high. Because I imported all these tracks, the names are all kind of funny. Hey, how's it going? Woo, Ninja Raid! So I'm just getting started on mixing one of my songs. This is Wander. This is off of the next big album. Thank you everybody for coming in. Hey Seren. Lots of talking. Yeah. Saying it out loud is nice. Hi, pick it up, put it down. Hi Lexi. Thank you so much for bringing your friends in. All right, let's give this a little listen. So this song is called Wander, and it's coming out on my next album, So Much Space. It's gonna be my 4th album, believe it or not.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile.
The album name actually comes from this song.
And so do I.
So Much Space, So Much Time.
So much space and so much time. You kiss me in the cabin.
I already think the acoustic sound is a little better.
And you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was awakening.
All the same.
That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight. And the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave pushed in by a light breeze, let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you, open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me to fall.
That juices up the guitar a lot.
That wave dispersed in due time, but the magic hangs on us. Little stippled birds of passion.
I don't want to do anything to that electric guitar. I love that sound.
Traffic hum.
All the same. Yeah, Anthony harmonies can, I do like putting down harmonies, and I'll probably end up putting down some harmonies on some of these tracks. This one would be a good one to have harmonies on, actually. Maybe Natalie can do some harmonies on it.
Into the fine sand.
Can you guys hear me? You can hear me. Okay, good. I just don't want to change that. Yeah, no problem. Lots of talking. Yeah, it's just such a nice tone. I'm secretly like a tone junkie in terms of guitar, but I like it to be pretty straightforward and clean. Oh, should I do that now? Sign into BTTV? I just want the whole track to be as ready as that.
As you wrap around me tight, and the night
Yeah, that's a good tone,
on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I.
Let's try to treat the vocal.
So much time, gentle as a wave pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty side.
All right, what are we trying to do here? Because one of the first things that I said yesterday was, before you start putting things into solo, you should figure out what you want to do, because it all sounds weird in solo. And I believe that. So let's take my own advice. What am I trying to do to this vocal?
If I let my mind wander.
Yeah, I'll do the BTTV thing next time. I don't wanna change anything today, because I don't know what my computer can or can't handle, and I'm just not gonna risk it. Next time.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked
Natalie,
yesterday.
you're just walking around telling everybody my password.
I can see that flock still rushing
Do not leave.
into the fine sand.
What? I don't want to change it. That's another song on this album.
If I let my mind wander.
Alright, it's a little boxy. It's just a little
to the
dull.
beach we walked yesterday.
And usually excitement comes in the mid-range,
I can
between
see
like 1
that
and
flock
5K.
still rushing
But let's deal with the boxiness first.
into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently.
That sounds like a boxy
But the
tone.
sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you.
Yeah, I think that does
Silhouettes
it.
you so gently, and you smile.
There's also a little nasaliness. Let's
do I.
eliminate that. Nick, you're very kind.
You kiss me in a cabin.
That seems kind of nasally, right?
And you take my breath away.
No, it's more radio voice.
When your voice rang downstairs early
Yeah,
last night,
that's
I
kind of
was a
nasty.
weakling. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday.
Smooths out the sound.
I can see that flock still rushing
There's the excitement.
into the fine sand. If I let my mind wander.
It's a little breathy, but I kind of like
to the
it.
beach we walked yesterday. I can see that flock still rushing
Now there's stuff that I kind of,
fine sand.
I don't know whether to, let's see.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently.
Yeah, that's the direction. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to take out a lot of this sort of high-end stuff, and then it sounds kind of like hissy. You know, because like in isolation, you're like, why would I ever want that as part of the sound? But then sometimes you'll carve out so much from the high end. It's just like, it starts to sound kind of like muddy and murky and distant, and just like you put, it's like you put saran wrap on it. It's no good.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing.
It's even a little bit thin.
Into
Let's
the
put
fine
some of that
sand.
boxiness back in.
If I let my mind wander
It's a lot more clear
to
though.
the beach we walked.
Let's put on the compressor. Thanks, Natalie. If you're ever doing vocals, typically an optical compressor is like, it's the sort of, what do you call it? The industry standard. The industry standard is LA2A or LA3A on vocals, and I just put it on every single track because I am a fool. An optical compressor is sort of the thing that makes it different than other compressors is it is slow. Fun fact, it's actually using a little light bulb, and the signal sends a certain amount of light to the light bulb, and the brighter the light, when the signal is going through it, the more it compresses. But because the sound has to travel and then it's red, like after it's traveled, it's a pretty slow way to compress.
If I let my mind wander
As a rule with
to the
compressors,
beach we
I like it to just tickle the needle.
I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand.
When I first started mixing, I overcompressed the heck
That wave dispersed
out of my first
so
project, and it's
gently,
unlistenable now.
but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you.
And it's kind of cool because, like, if you add, yeah, if you add compressors sort of bit by bit, it's I like to just, like, always just sort of tickle the needle, because if it's just touching it a little bit and you're putting a bunch of compressors on, then it starts to sound like you have a bunch of outboard gear. Versus if you do all the compression all at once, it sort of squeezes the life out of it. But one of the ways that you get it to sound like in my experience, one of the ways you get it to sound like it's been well produced is you sort of feather it, you know. It's like a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here.
If I let my mind wander
Let's get that MV2 on there.
to the you walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. In a cabin, and you take my breath away.
Yeah, Brian, it's that particular style of compressor is called an optical compressor. It's where it feeds that signal into a light, and then depending on how bright the light bulb is, it compresses it more. But So if you look at this module right here, this compressor module in the Sheps Omni, these are different types of compressors. So VCA, FET, and optical. A VCA compressor is a tube compressor, and so the way that that works is the harder you drive the tube, the more it compresses, and it's got its own attack and release functions. So like how quickly it turns the signal down, or how quickly it turns it returns it back to normal. It all depends on how hard you press it. Those are typically like you call them stereo bus compressors. So like you send all of the tracks into that compressor and it makes everything sound kind of like glued together. Glue is the big audio buzzword. And then a FET compressor, it's using transistors. And so it tends to be the fastest of the compressor types. So if you want to turn down the snare drum on a drum kit, you're going to want to use a FET compressor almost all the time. So the DBX 160 is a really famous one, or I think the 1176 is the other big FET compressor. And like as soon as it hits, it'll turn it down basically. And these are all based on analog circuits, because now that we have digital, you can do much faster than any of the classic analog circuits could. But people go back to these because we know the sound. It's pretty cool. The tube compressor.
To the beach we walked yesterday. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently.
Let's put a reverb on. So I have a particular thing that I like to do with reverbs. I like to put, if an instrument needs more or less reverb, then I'll obviously put reverb on that instrument. But as a rule, I like to put reverb on the entire track so that everything is in the same room. I know. It's wild. One of the things that I really like about this is like it's less for, oh, here's that reverb sound, and it becomes more about putting all the instruments in the same room. Hey, Meg. That's so sweet. I mean, I'm very glad I was able to help you prevent a panic attack. Walmart's a very stressful place. It's one of the most stressful places on earth. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's try to dial in this reverb. So I'm going to start with this in wet solo, which wet and dry, for those who don't know, dry just means the regular signal without the plug-in or the effect through it. And then wet is like effect all the way in. And this reverb plugin I've been using for a couple years now, actually, the Sunset Sound plugin, and it's got a dry fader and a wet fader, and so I love that. And then this input knob is also pretty great. So that's just the reverb.
I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand.
Now sometimes the reverb will actually accentuate, like if there's a hiss or a noise, and that's what's happening here.
To the beach we walked yesterday.
Hear that? That hiss? Let's find that hiss. Let's eliminate that. Shall we? Not there. There. Quickly. Eliminate the hiss. Yeah, Walmart, I feel Walmart's so chaotic. Let's just loop that. Let's find that hiss. So in this case, something like the EQ module, using the little speaker button to listen to what you're taking away is such a lifesaver. Oh, and it's right on there. You know, I might just be able to high pass this because it's a bass. It's so much better already. All right, let's give this a try. I'm also gonna put a gate on the bass, I've decided. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walk, sounds a little weird alone, but maybe that's the trick that we need. If I let my... I think the hiss needs to disappear a little more. Alright, let's see. So the hiss must be somewhere else as well. Nope, not there. Ah! The culprit. Guitar track is going to be a little trickier. I can't just high pass it. But I bet. Oh, there it is. That bass is bugging me a little bit. Let's tune that bass up. I don't know what that was. All right, I'm gonna warp it. I don't think that I did a metronome with this, but still, let's just... There it is. Just want that bass hit to be a little bit sooner. Whoop, not that soon. Streaky. There's a producer on YouTube that I love. His name is Streaky. and it's got a very distinct voice, very distinct accent. Streaky here. Oh man, maybe it's not sooner. Is it too soon? Maybe it's too soon. Let's try it a little later then. How about that? Too late? It's too late. It was not fine. Ah, there it goes. See, isn't that so much better? It's just tighter. It's just more in rhythm. I'm gonna put an MV2 on the bass as well, I've decided. Ooh, the RVox. I haven't used the RVox very much, even though I have it. Maybe I should use the RVox. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that. You've provoked her, Brian. You've unleashed the beast. Oh, let me start where the vocals start though, if I'm gonna RVox it. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flocks. Now, here's a little pro tip. Level matching is pretty important when you're like testing something out. There have been a lot of studies actually that if you have two different signals, whichever one is the loudest, you like. The human ear likes loud better. We just like it. So like if you were to put a compressor on an entire track, and then you turn it up, whatever is the louder track, you'll like more. And so what you want to do, like when I pull this in and out, if I let my mind wander, you hear how much quieter that gets. So what you want to do is you want to be sure to level match. If you're specifically trying to like test whether you like something or not. If I let my mind wander. It's also challenging because I think I just want the vocal louder. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday. Yeah, I think that comes a little forward actually. I think that, oh my gosh, excuse me. I think that's nice. I'm gonna keep that. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday. Yeah, I know that was not great. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. Now, I don't think. Yeah, I know it does sound a lot nicer already. I don't think I want to do a lot more to this track. I don't want too much more reverb on it. Maybe a little more on the vocal. But the acoustics sounding nice and rich, and you can hear the riff. If I let my mind wander. But honestly, the the vocal doesn't
To the
need
beach we walked
much
yesterday.
more reverb. It sounds nice.
I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam.
Let's put some tape on there. A little more reverb. All right, I'll put a little more reverb. But first,
if I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing.
no, I don't really like that. I don't really like that tape sound, so maybe no tape. Well. Yeah, she's Charlotte's just chilling. Charlotte's on the couch. Can you see her? No, not really. There she is. She likes to hang.
If I let my
Maybe we're just going
mind
into
wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing.
Let's go through some presets. I love presets. We'll just listen to this first little. Oh yeah, that's good.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, if I let my mind wander
No tapes.
to the beach we walked yesterday, if I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday,
The
if I
famous
let
Natalie Page.
my mind wander to the beach we walked
I
yesterday,
pointed her out earlier.
if I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, if I let my mind wander
None of these are really doing
to
it
the
for me.
beach we walked yesterday, if I let my mind wander
Now the vocal sound is really nice.
to the
Before, I would say get back to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No tape. Tape is out, dog. Doggy.
if I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, if I let my mind if I let my mind wander.
Ooh, maybe I'll record that actually. That's really nice. Harmony. Oh, I could have just done it on the talking mic. Here. Alright, I'm gonna record something. Okay. Oh, stupid click.
If I let my mind wander to the beach.
Then we can just.
If I let my mind wander.
That will, of course, need some more reverb. Bus. Send that to the harmony bus, where I can put some more reverb on there. Don't go Don't go.
If I let my mind wander.
All right, that's a little intense. That's a little intense.
If I let my mind wander to the beat. If I let my mind wander to the beat.
Even further down. Wander, wander.
If I let my mind wander to the beat.
Then we'll pan them. Oh! And then we'll pan them.
If I let my mind wander.
No, it's a different song. It's track 2 off that same album though. I've decided that I'm just gonna sort of go chronologically through So Much Space. Cool. I'm glad you like it, Manders. Oh, it's no worries, Matt. This is my second stream, and also like I've just been doing little snippets.
If I let my mind wander.
Still a little too loud, a little too much reverb. Turn that bad boy down. Almost nothing. Look at that. Beautiful. We're in stereo. We've got them panned. We're gonna just lower that bass a little bit. I want it to sort of shimmer.
If I let my mind wander to the. If I let my mind wander to the.
Yeah, that's sounding good. That's sounding like a thing. If I let my wander. If I let my mind wander, wander. Can I sing that low today? Let's give it a shot. Wander.
If I let my mind wander to the.
I've got to be really careful in Luna to not select all tracks all the time, because this, like, if you click something in this bar, it selects everything, and like let's say I load up a plugin or something, it'll put it on every single track. And I have pretty sure that's one of the reasons why I crashed yesterday. So I'm gonna do my best not to make it crash today.
If I let my mind wander.
Oh, it's so spooky.
If I let my mind wander.
It's a little better. It's a little better. I'll be EQing that, but I'm not gonna do that right now in case I want to record more harmonies.
Mind wander to the. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked, yes.
What do you guys think? Should I do some more? Should I do a little reverb on the main vocals? Should I do that? Maybe I'm gonna do that. I've decided I'm gonna do that. We'll do it after the MV2. Follow your heart. Don't want to mess with the EQ, so I'm just gonna reset those.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand.
Some stormy reverb.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile, and so do I. If I let my mind wander.
Yeah, it needs to be a little bit louder, but I do actually like that a lot. I like that a lot. Because reverb pushes a signal back, usually you've got to compensate with a little volume if you want it to stay close.
If I let my mind wander.
Maybe I really like to put reverb like last in a chain because it just makes everything sort of glue together a little bit more. Puts everything in the same room. And like if you affect a signal like a lot, then a reverb can help return it to sort of everything hits the reverb the same and it starts to sound more natural again, to my ear at least. I just got this little micro shift thing, and I don't like to use it very much. It can sound kind of Phil Collins-y. Yeah, Cave Anthony is here. Cave Anthony is hanging.
If I let my mind wander to the beach.
You know, it just sounds like there are so many more voices because what little microshift does is on the left and the right, it just changes the pitch a little bit, and it gives it like a chorus effect. Let's see.
Wonder.
Terrifying, right?
Wonder.
And also very out of tune, but altogether.
If I let my mind wander.
It just sounds a little thicker. Oh, Matt, so we have a lot. For acoustics, Natalie has a really great Seagull. It's all cherry wood and it's so good. And then I've got a Dean Performer that was given as a gift to me when I was in high school, actually. It was a pretty pivotal moment. I've had that for like 15 years now, which is pretty wild. And I love that guitar. And then for electrics, Natalie has a Guild that I play a lot. And then I have a Michael Kelly that we have with really, really heavy strings that Natalie likes to play from time to time. I have a custom guitar that I don't really like. It just sounds woofy and muffled and weird. And then I have a J Tercer Strat, and that's already just way too many guitars. And then we have an Ibanez Geo 6-string bass. Hi, Kalina. Yeah, mostly we play the Dean. Yeah, Natalie's got that. Mostly we play the Dean and then the Guild. We use each other's guitars. And then I've got her Seagull tuned to this tuning, actually. This is in cello tuning. This song, Wander. All right.
If I let my mind wander.
You know, I think I'm going to find a different reverb for the harmonies. It's a really cool reverb, but it makes it stand out a little too much. Maybe I'll use the EMT. EMT is nice. If I let my mind wander to the beach, if I let my mind, if I let my mind wander. It's a little bit, you know, it's nice. I'll probably end up changing all this later. If I let my mind wander to the... Let's move on. Let's see if there are any other harmonies. Beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently. Matt, I really recommend the Seagulls. The Seagulls are excellent guitars. If you can get a Martin, I have yet to hear a Martin that doesn't have just a great acoustic sound. It also depends on like what kind of music you want to be doing. So Taylor guitars are they're typically really bright and kind of thin. There's a characteristic stringiness to a Taylor that it just doesn't really sound like any other guitar, and it's really cool. I mean, those were not the kindest like descriptors that I used, but like they're really good guitars. But they're very bright. They're great for pop. I'm very partial to Martins because Martins just tend to have a very acoustic sound. You know, you can get a bright Martin or a dark Martin and it'll always sound like a Martin. The Dean Performer is a great guitar. Dean is mostly known for like metal guitars. Dimebag Darrell was really into Dean guitars. But their acoustic Performer it's never let me down. It's never let me down. Yeah, Natalie, it's always a Martin. What you're always like, man, that's a nice guitar, and I'm like, that's a Martin. They just tend to be very balanced and like it's like invisible. You know, it's like, oh, that sounds like an acoustic guitar, probably a Martin. You know. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. Let's do that. That sounds nice. I like that. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. How do I remember which guitar is which tuning? Oh, does Matt Arcane? Yeah, I see now. Yeah. Yeah, metal can get a little out of hand with tuning stuff. Yeah. Do you have like certain songs that you're like, oh, I always go to this guitar because it's in this tuning for this song? That's a great reason to have different guitars, honestly. Wander, rushing, sing in tune please, rushing.
I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. Into the fine sand. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. Let's do that again. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. Not that low. Here we go. That flock still rushing into the fine sand. All right, it's getting somewhere. If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That that wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. One more time. A little water. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the nice. We're gonna do another one, and that's gonna live there. Four. Ooh. I bet that'll be nice. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And it's got a little bit of a gallant or gallant vibe, but you know, I bet it's gonna be good. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. Yeah, it does sound a little bit like gallant, but I think it's nice. I'm gonna keep it. Ooh, ooh. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the I'm just sort of spitballing here, so we'll see if these all work. That wave dispersed so gently.
I don't really like that note. What have we got so far?
That wave dispersed so gently.
Hold on a moment.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday.
Alright, so what do we got here? We got.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea.
Ah, there's the rub. Hi, there's the rub. Ooh. I'm gonna change that one. We're gonna do something else here. Yeah, thanks, Matt. I love the electric sound on this one. Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps
Around our feet.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
That's nice. I really want to do that, even though it doesn't sound very good with it. Around our feet. Ooh.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
I'm just gonna do that a little tighter.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the
Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, I bet I did the wrong one. No, not semitones. I deleted the high part. I was supposed to delete the low part. Wow, now I have to do it over again. Around our feet.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday.
There we go. It never stood a chance. This one gonna maybe a little bit to the right.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
Ooh.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the
Yeah.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
Ooh. Ooh.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
Ah. I don't know what I'm doing here. All right.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the
Okay. Happening.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
I'm gonna take off the little micro shift though. It makes it sound thicker, but it's a lot less clear.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
Ooh.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the
Ooh.
That wave dispersed so gently.
I like that.
That wave dispersed so gently.
I think I rocked my chair. Hold on.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the
I love that. Watch, I'm gonna get like halfway through all the harmonies in the song, and then I'm gonna be like, just doesn't do it for me.
My mind wandered to the beach we walked yesterday. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed.
Oh, I did not make that any quieter. And now it's way too loud. I do really like that though. It's because it's like a counter melody, you know?
Still rushing into the fine sand.
Let's spend a little time balancing these in the panning field as well. Start with everything in the center. I know I told them all, go your own ways, and now I'm just taking it away from them. But it's okay. It's only a matter of time before they have their own spots again.
Still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
That's pretty cool. It's up this, it's down this. This can go down. The melody is gonna be heard. I'm not worried about that.
That wave dispersed so gently.
Let's see. Y'all, I'm so out of tune. Oh my god.
Around our feet.
Yeah, I'm very out of tune, but let's go.
Around our feet. Around our feet. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
I think I want the higher one a little closer to center. But maybe we can pull these out a little bit more.
If I let wave disperse so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you. So my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday. Clock still rushing into the fine sand.
Let's re-record those. I think that hello.
Clock still
Let's re-record
rushing.
these.
Clock still rushing into the fine sand.
Thanks, Natalie.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around.
That one sounds fine.
Clock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently.
It's probably where
Clock still rushing into the fine sand.
into the fine sand.
Clock still rushing into the fine sand. Clock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
Is that the part? I don't know if that was the part or not. Clock still rushing into the fine sand. Ooh. Ba 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 ba. Ooh. Ooh, round our feet. Ooh, ooh, round our feet. Ooh, ooh, round our feet. Nice. Even another one. How's everybody doing out there? Thanks for hanging out. It's at that point where it's like, oh, I'm totally in a rabbit hole. I'm glad you guys are cozy. You doing okay, Natalie? Matt, would you say that you're in the business of misery? Let's take it from the top. Clock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. Rushing into the fine sand. Yes, I did sing that. Ooh. There's where it was out of tune. Ooh. 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 Round our feet. I can do looped takes, but I just like to move slow. Luna is the main like feature of Luna is this ARM mode, which is basically like because Luna is running off of your interface instead of running off your CPU, you can have ultra low latency recording, and yeah. Ooh. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And I think it was. Ooh. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. Mm-hmm. It's a lot better.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet.
UAD is Universal Audio. It's the company that makes the Apollo. They're pretty good. And they're also pretty spendy. Go this way.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you.
And now the question is, how much of this song is going to have harmonies like that? Because it's, you know, it's been a lot so far. Do I want to go through the whole song like this? Because I might.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently,
It's like a pillow.
but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you.
I think I want to do it through the whole song. Let's do this.
And the midday light behind you.
Whoa, hey Richard. 122 people. Holy cow. Hey everybody. Welcome. This is my second stream. You guys are super nice. I mean, I have been streaming with Natalie, and Natalie is the bomb. But this is my second stream doing this. I'm producing a song. So who wants to hear this song? They are super nice. Don't trust them. Can do, Richard. I'll have a healthy dose of suspicion. All right, I'm gonna play the song that I've been working on today. All right, I've just got harmonies for the very, very beginning. Okay. It's called Wander.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that.
Thank you so much for bringing in your people. It's really nice, Richard. Really appreciate it. You sounded really great this morning, by the way.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you.
This is where I left off.
Silhouettes you so gently.
Here comes the album title. So
And
much
you
space, so much
smile.
time.
And so do I. So much space and so much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away.
Let's do that.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was awakening.
I think that sounded pretty good. I can do it a little better though. Let's do it again.
And so much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weak knee.
Yeah, it was way tighter. Yeah, it is an original. So I wrote these songs in spring of 2020, 2 years ago now. You can take a moment if you need. And I was furloughed for a couple months, and I decided to act retired, and wrote and recorded this album. And I just never mixed it because, well, I did mix it, but I was like waiting to put drums on it. And then this year I've been using fake drums, and it's been sounding really great. I've figured out some tricks for mixing fake drums so that they sound real. The drums on Anchor and Lute were the drums on both of those songs are fake. And I think it sounds pretty good. It sounds to my liking. So I'm gonna do this album in chronological order. This is track 2 of So Much Space, So Much Time. Yeah. When drums sound real, well, I wish that I just, was able to have real drums, but we live in an apartment, and so it's a one-day thing. Let's see if this needs another harmony.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my...
You kiss me in... You kiss me in the cabin. Maybe just cabin.
You kiss me in the cabin.
Now the whole line can use it.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away.
Let's do it again.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weak knee.
I think that was pretty good. I really love real drums. I love me some real drums. And yeah. Natalie actually is my little drummer girl. On her first birthday, I got her drumsticks and like a drum pad because she wanted to learn drums. And then we just don't have a drum set. We had an electronic drum set, but it was a very bad electronic drum set. So we didn't, it didn't last long. But one day we're going to have a drum set.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs
all right, sounds good, Ryan.
Last night, I was a weak knee.
Singing Planet, there's got to be a D&D dice roll joke somewhere in there.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weak knee.
That's nice. I think there's a little hole in here earlier. So let's... Perception check on drums, that's right. Are they fake or are they real? Or are they being played by Richard? I forgot to say, hey Kian, how's it going?
And wander to the beach we walked yesterday. I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently.
That is nice. It's like a pillow.
But the
it's like
sea
a little
foam
pillow.
wraps around our feet, and the midday.
I'm not a big copy paste guy, but maybe today I am. No, I'm gonna have to sing behind you anyways. I'm going to have to sing behind you. Which one is this? No. Thanks, Kian. I appreciate that. Around our feet. Ooh, around our feet. Feet, feet. Around our feet. And the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently. Oh, that's weird. That's just weird, guys. Around our feet. And the midday light. And the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently. No, maybe I'm gonna leave that one alone. And the midday. So I am gonna copy paste, because I'm just gonna leave gently alone. Gently is fine. Gently is good where it's at. That's right, that's right. That's right, you're watching me copy paste something, people. This is a momentous occasion. In the mid. Oh shit. I mean, shoot. You know, knowing me, copying and pasting will be even more difficult than just doing the thing. I'm like very much like a musician, and so I like to just perform it, and like I need to get better at some of these like production tricks to make my life easier. And the midday, rather than just re-recording everything all the time. Copy pasta. Interesting. Chris Octane, are you talking about the acoustic or the electric? And the midday light. Maybe. Yeah, I'm liking the acoustic sound as it is, but I haven't done very much to it also. Yeah, see. Now listen here, see. I know, you guys are really great. You guys are really sweet. And the midday light. That's definitely not right. So it's not so strummy feeling. Like it needs a little EQ, a little smoothing out, or like you think I should retake the guitar thing? Because the guitar part is actually in the vocal track, in this track, I can't really do very much in terms of retaking it. But I can EQ it so that it's maybe a little more smooth rather than plucky. And the midday light behind you go a little later, and you can probably go a little later.
And the midday light behind you. And the midday. And the midday. And the mid.
I see what happened. I was treating the beginning of the vocal like the downbeat, but the downbeat's more like there. You see, copy paste is supposed to be easier, but I certainly didn't do this to a metronome. I think there are a couple tracks I did to a metronome in this album, but this one I didn't, and it shows. And so it can be rather difficult.
Yes, difficult to line everything up just the way you want it, you know.
Charlotte's still chilling back there. My cat. I know, this is riveting. This is entertainment. This is entertainment, everybody. Welcome to entertainment.
And the midday light behind you.
All right, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile.
And I kind of like that the chorus doesn't have harmonies. It makes it feel sort of stark, you know? That's kind of nice. I'm going to play through this while I go get some more coffee, okay, everybody? So nobody go anywhere, just chill.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet. And the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile, and so do I. So much space and so much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight.
Saying hello to everybody.
And the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye. And you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me to a fault.
Chris, no slapping yourself in this stream. Not allowed. Too bad. I veto your slap self. Let's see. All right. Where were we? Harmonies.
If I let If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile.
Rob, I hear you, but
So do I
did not think of that at the time of writing the song.
So much space and so much time.
Is there... I don't think I have a keys situation yet. I'm gonna... We're gonna put some... Just a little shiny little keyboard part on that. I think that's gonna be really nice. Presets. I love this piano plugin. If I could sponsor this piano plugin, I would. The Gentleman is such a great plugin. It's like $100, but you can do so much to get a good, solid upright sound. Am I Bob Ross? Shiny little piano, that's right. Happy little trees.
That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea...
I have not used Piano Tech. What is Piano Tech? Is that like a piano plugin as well? Yeah, I'm definitely of the philosophy that it's like, and that's the same way. Like a song for me is about capturing a moment, and you know, if I didn't write it when I, you know, if it didn't happen when I wrote it, then it's not there. You know, it's like there's a better way to say that. When I write a song, it's about capturing a moment and changing something after the fact. It almost never feels right. Almost never feels right. That's right. Fully simulated piano. Nice. I'll definitely check that out. I love piano so much.
Behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile, and so do I. So much space.
Isn't that beautiful? So much time. It's a little bit weird sound. I gotta change that. resonance down. That's better. There it is. No. Sounds a little too 70s, don't you think? Let's try that. Maybe that'll be nice in the context.
Find you, silhouettes you.
A little later.
And so do I. So much space and so much time. You kiss me in the cabin.
Go ahead and try it again. Ooh, ooh, stream a shout out. Yeah.
And so do I.
That was weird.
So much space and so much time.
That was bad. All right, here.
So much space and so much time. You kiss me in the cabin.
I think that sounded nice. We can fudge it around a little bit, I think.
And so much time.
Way too loud.
You kiss me in the cabin.
And I think I just want it on that last hit. I put it.
And so much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling.
I think in the second verse, before I do the harmonies, I'm gonna do some piano stuff on here.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away.
It's not a good sign. I don't know why it's starting to do the stoppy thingy.
You kiss me in the cabin. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle. You kiss me in the cat.
Yeah, that might make sense, Chris. I'm not gonna change anything right now because yesterday it sort of just crashed. But yeah, it could very well be that. In the meantime, let's keep going like nothing happened.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice.
So because I didn't do a metronome on this, I've got to be pretty careful about timing.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When you're. And you take my breath away. My breath away. When your voice. My breath away. When your voice rang.
Let's fix the acoustic in that spot too. I really love that on the electric. I just want to make sure that it sounds as good as it deserves to sound. You know what I mean? Oh, Leif Vollebeck. Leif Vollebeck. If I could shout out Leif Vollebeck, I would. Leif Vollebeck is a legend. We saw him live, and man, so many hipsters. And look at me, I'm saying that, obviously. I mean, that and Andy Schaff. I'm like, wow, I belong with these people. Wow.
My breath away. When your voice rang.
Actually, that sounds fine.
My breath away. When you're.
No, it doesn't. I'm going to change it. But I'm going to change the acoustic. I'm not changing the electric. I'm not changing the electric. Leafy boy. Yeah, Leif Vollebeck's album Twin Solitude was like that was my jam. That was like my I was a barista for 8 years. And for a while that was my go-to opening album. I just love that album so much. All right, nobody move. Nobody make a move. I'm moving stuff. Okay.
My breath away.
There it is. All right, so we are going to warp that buddy. The stick guilt tap. What do you mean, Chris? I apologize. I don't know what the stick guilt tap is. I'm happy to. You can move now. Are you talking about the acoustic? Oh, stick, acoustic. Ah, yeah. That's definitely where it's coming from. When your voice yeah, so it's that it's right there. When you're it's the acoustic. We're gonna warp from here and here. Yeah, it's in the recording. It's the acoustic. It's a stylistic thing that I was doing. Let's maybe so I want that to be maybe right there. When you're that might have been good. I'm gonna when you're I mean, that sounded pretty good. It is a little bit of a pause. When your voice that's better. Yeah. Only last night I was a weak knee of a compressor. Yeah, UAD did a great job with the audio stretching, with the warping, man. And it's just the built-in functionality of Luna. They did a great job. My breath away when your voice rang down. Yeah, I like that so much better. I actually it doesn't draw attention to itself. I really like that. My breath away when your voice rang downstairs early last night. I was a weak knee. That wave. All right, that piano distracts right there. Oh, Natalie, it's that thing that Amit does where he he aligns the bass, with the drums, or he moves stuff around. That's audio warping, or audio stretching, or elastic audio. Every DAW calls it something different. Yeah, there we go. I want. Oh. Yeah, Matt. There's a lot of terms that I actually use lately, and I'm like, I'm starting to sound like an engineer. And then I want right there. I think that's gonna sound good. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight. Your DAW messes up your recording? What DAW do you use?
As you wrap around me tight.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal right there.
Around me tight.
Hey Matt, if you ever want any help, recording can be so frustrating, and I think that's probably a pretty easy fix. But if you've given up and you're like, I don't even want to deal with it, I totally understand. But if you ever want help, just hit me up. I'm happy to help.
Around me tight.
Oh man, that's a bad one. Yeah, Matt, it just sounds like it's too hot going in. Gain staging is DAW? Yeah, DAW. Man, DAWs is so mean. Yeah, but if you're ever trying to figure it out, just hit me up. Obviously, Chris is, he really knows his stuff. Hit Chris up. I think it's just so empowering to be able to record your own stuff, and it can be so frustrating. It can be so incredibly frustrating, and getting started is definitely the hardest part. So. That has got to be earlier, I think, is the answer. Yeah, 4-track it. If you tell people that you 4-track, you could get fans right there just because you're using 4-track. Still not right. And I'm gonna mute the piano on those hits.
Around me tight.
Just that one hit. It should be fine.
Around me tight. And
boom.
Around me tight.
Definitely needs to be earlier. Definitely needs to be earlier.
Tight. And the night.
That was better. That was better.
Tight. And tight.
Was that right? My ears are dying.
Tight. And the night light.
It's not right. There's something, but I think it might be something else in there.
Tight. And the night.
No, it just needs to change. Here we go.
Tight. And the night.
Drums can be rough. Drums are like the most complicated thing to record in a typical session. And so it's usually good to sort of start with something more linear, like a guitar vocal situation. But there's also no wrong way to do it. It's just you're starting with something pretty complicated.
And the night light. And the night light on the bedside. As you wrap around me tight. And the night light on the bedside lets me into your eye. And you smile.
We're gonna turn this down just a little.
As you wrap around me tight. And the night light on the bedside lets me into your eye.
Lurk on, Matt. Lurk on. If you ever have any questions, yeah, just come back with it. It can be so frustrating, and I've said that like 7 times. But we're here to help. We're here to help you, brother. As you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile. I can't wait either. And so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave. Man, that clipped. That clipped, y'all. That clipped. We're turning that down. Right down. Right. Yeah, brother. Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh, long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms. What do you guys think about? I don't think drums are necessary, but maybe some snaps. What do you think? Is that cheesy? We're gonna try it. We're gonna try some snaps. You kiss me. Here we go. Okay. This is gonna get real cheesy in here. Yeah, shaker. Yeah, some shaker. Reverb snaps. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. Only I'm gonna be in time this time, okay? I promise. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave, pushing. Yeah, that I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I need something percussive there, but I don't think that snaps are it. Oh, is Natalie coming in with the cowbell?
Nice.
What's that?
I think the snaps could sound nice. Maybe if you have, maybe with like a couple, so it sounds less like, so it sounds more full. If you have like a couple and you can pan them and put some reverb on it, might sound nice. It could be cheesy, but.
Or I could get wood blocks and just.
Cowbell. Sorry, Charlotte. I scared you. I'm gonna come back in with Charlotte again. Hi.
She's back. Sugar in the bag. Yeah. We Natalie and I noticed some years ago now that shakers never sound as good as things that aren't supposed to be shakers used as shakers.
There's another streamer who uses a quinoa in a jar, and it sounds so good.
I believe it. Quinoa is very musical.
Yeah. This cat, oh my God.
I know, she's adorable. Natalie has a Discord that's like some behind the scenes stuff, and she's no doubt posting a bunch of pictures of our cat. She's like, you can't really see it, but she's, rolling over and just being generally incredible cute. Well, and Natalie. Okay, I'm going to try snaps again. I'm just going to do it. I'm going for it. snaps.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me to fall.
I know, it's torture, Natalie. It's a little rough, Shaker, L. Shaker, R. They're both going to be center for now. Otherwise, it will drive me insane while I record the second one.
I always want to sit here with Charlotte, but it drives me crazy. It's impossible.
Stretch. What a good cat. All right. Here we go again.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me to fall.
Yeah, I'll give that a try. What the hell is that? What is... Oh, it's probably leftover or something like that. It's not a shaker. I just realized it's a snap. Anthony. Wow. I just really want to call it shaker. I'm gonna just do perk bus. Cause I may end up doing drums in some parts of this. I don't think that I will, but you never know. Alright, so before I mix this, I'm actually gonna make sure that it all sounds okay. Oh, I'm at a non-recording point. You can feed Charlotte. I'm at a non-recording point. Meow.
You kiss me in the cat.
All right, I'm gonna mix it a little because it is unbearably dry. No drums, Chris says. Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Snappy. Oh my gosh, you can hear my breathing and everything. You can hear my breathing, that's so silly. And then after I mix it a little bit, I'll time correct it. There are definitely a couple of spots where I was like, oh no, that will not do. That will certainly not do. Ooh! Oh my gosh. Oh, I kind of like that knockiness. I don't need anything under 120. Oh. I am gonna do the little micro shift on this though. That's gonna make it sound nice. I thought I would like Little Altar Boy, and I used it a couple times, and I was like, you know, I really don't like this. Maybe one day I'll find something that'll be nice with it. I think I'm gonna bring him in a little bit too.
As you wrap around me tight, you kiss me in the cabin.
More verb.
And you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile. And you smile.
No, I thought that would be nice, but no, it sounds empty.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile.
Yeah, that just needs to be a little time corrected. Not much at all, actually.
And you smile. And you smile.
Smile.
And you smile.
Yeah, that's better. That's nice. Back to clips.
And you smile. And so do I.
Yeah, Chris, I high passed pretty high.
So much space. So much time.
Back to warps.
So much time. So much time. So much time.
Maybe I did the wrong one. We'll do a little sooner. I like that there's a little bit of a delay, but I do want it to be pretty tight.
So much time.
Yeah, thanks,
So
Chris.
much time.
Thanks for hanging out.
Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty breeze.
Little flam, little flim flam.
Light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. Light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained.
That's probably fine. What do you guys think?
A light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained.
Nope, I don't like it. It's gotta be a little tighter.
Breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and like a fork.
I think I like it for this, for this whole stretch.
Open arms and like.
It's not gonna be in the beginning, and then it's not gonna be at the very end. Oh, hi.
I'll be that for you. Open arms and like a force. After all, babe, that's me. I'll be that for you. Open arms and like a force. After all, babe, that's me. To fall.
She did, yeah. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have it for that sort of middle section, and then
I'll be that.
all right, let's I'm all over the place.
Much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I.
Visit from the Barlet, that's right.
So much space, so much time, much time. kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me.
And then I think, my wave disperses slowly. Oh, thanks, Natalie. Yeah. There's some. The wave disperses slowly. I feel like that could be a spot for like a shaker or something, or maybe just the chorus. Honestly.
That wave disperses slowly.
We totally got sidetracked from all the harmonies. Let's go back to the harmonies. Percussion, bottom. Nice. Catch you later.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away.
Charlotte says bye.
When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight. And the nightlight on.
And the nightlight. Hey, old man. How's it going, JJ? We're doing some mixing. We're mixing my my fourth album. And this is going to be track 2. The album is going to be called So Much Space, So Much Time. And the title track is from this chorus. Charlotte says hello, JJ. All right, let's do some more harmonies. Quick 4-hour nap. Nice.
That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight. And the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye.
Cut. And paste. That's Charlotte. Charlotte is in my lap and she is purring very loudly. Oh yeah. What a good cat. All right. Down. Gurgle.
Tonight I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight. Tonight I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye.
I can do that better. I'm gonna do that again.
Tonight I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye.
What do you guys think? Was that good enough? I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I'm doubting myself. Let's see. Here's what I prepared earlier.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly.
I think these are good, but they need to be a little louder, don't you think? Maybe like -12 instead of -15.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away.
She is still in my lap, and her purring might make
When
it
your
into this
voice
song.
rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile.
Nice. It sounds good. I think I want it a little bit thicker, so I'm gonna just double those harmonies. You heard me right. I'm gonna double those harmonies.
You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye.
Way down. Good. Paste. Charlotte's into it. Charlotte is digging the vibes. She's digging it.
You kiss me. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye.
You smile.
I think that should be good.
so much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight. And the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye. And you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave.
That would be great. I agree, Natalie. Actually, Natalie, could you find me like a pepper shaker or something? Even just I think the pepper is probably a good one.
I was asking right before you even said it.
Charlotte,
Let me find a different one.
she heard Natalie and
This might be too This might be too soft. It's a nice full sound. Let me find something else while you work with that.
ooh, that's a nice one.
It's a little too soft though. It's easier to soften something than sharply sound.
It's not gonna. It wouldn't be very rhythmic. Oh, that's nice. You know what this song needs? It needs salt. This song needs a little salt on it.
And the nightlight on the bedside.
If it can just be a smaller container, it'll be easier to shake. But the sound is actually fine.
Let's soften this one. Just careful, I don't know how close it is.
Rice.
Right?
No. Way too sharp.
It's easier to soften it though. Well,
I don't like the sound of that. Thank you. I'll just use the salt shaker.
I'll keep working on it.
No, I'll use the salt shaker. This should be great.
It's a little too full, but alright, that's the last one I'll give you and I'll let you get back to it.
I'm gonna try the salt.
What about a bag of chips?
She said, "What about a bag of chips?" Slurp. All right, let's give this a try.
And the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye. And you smile.
I'm not very good at the shaker, guys.
Lets me into your eye. And you smile. And so do I.
There, that was nice. Let's do that.
Lets me into your eye. And you smile. And so do I. So much space.
Ah, my rhythm is so bad in the song, though.
You kiss me.
Oh, way too far back.
side lets me into your eye, and you smile. And you smile. And you smile.
That's right. We need to find just the right flavor, JJ.
And you smile. And so do I. And you smile. And so do I.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is gonna work, guys.
And you smile.
No, that sounds bogus. What are you doing? So do I. So much space.
The bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile.
I'm feeling pretty good on time, and you know, nothing's crashed yet. Let me check in with you after this shaker situation.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile. And so do I. So much space.
I might do that because the turnaround is typically where it's.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile. And so do I. So much space. So much time.
It might, Amanda, but I'm just now getting the hang of this, so I'm going to stick with this for a second, and then I might give up. We'll see.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile. And so do I. So much space. So much time.
The rhythm is all weird, guys. It's all weird.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile. Lets me into your eye, and you smile.
It's getting worse and worse.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile. And so do I. So much space. So much time. Lets me into your eye, and you smile. Lets me into your eye, and you smile. And so do I. So much space. So much lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh, long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and like a force. After all, babe, that's me to fall.
Oh, Jesus Christ, guys.
Lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh, long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and like a force. After all, babe, that's me to fall. That wave dispersed in.
All right, you guys, I'm going to work with that because I also have some shaker fatigue. Shaker. Man, doing that in stereo, that is what it is.
It might be a good time to rate soon.
Yeah?
I think so, unless you think you're in another groove.
Give me just a moment and...
John, of course. Here's my suggestion.
Yeah.
I'm not a pro mod yet.
Pro mod. All right, I'm gonna do the home stretch here. Maybe 10 or 15 more minutes, and then we are gonna raid somebody.
And you smile, and so do
I have an idea. Wonderful idea. I had a wonderful, awful idea.
and you smile, and so do I.
It's chaos, everybody. It's absolute chaos.
And you smile, and so do I.
It sounds pretty bad. It sounds pretty bad. I'll be real. I'll be real.
And you smile, and so do I.
Shaker bus. And then the shaker bus will go to the perk bus for the reverb and everything. But the shaker itself, it's going to get some treatment.
as a wave pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me. And you smile.
They are crispy snaps, aren't they?
And so do I. So much space, so much time. And you smile.
That sounds terrible, but less terrible. We'll do
And so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh long contained. I'll be that for you.
ALP crew.
Open arms and lack of force.
I love that.
After all, babe, that's me to a fall. And you smile. And so do I. So much space, so much time. Gentle as a wave pushed.
I just wanted to add some texture, you know?
And the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye. And you smile. And so do I. So much space.
All right, everybody, I'm gonna call it on the shaker for now. I'll I just think that it needs some more work before I'm ready to have it in the track. All right, let's as a sort of last thing, let's take a listen to the track all the way through from the beginning. Here is Wander, the second track off So Much Space, So Much Time. And after this is over, then we will all raid. Thank you for everybody being here and chilling with me. We do have a chill raid. Yeah, chill raid. Let's listen to this song all the way through, and then in 5 minutes, then we'll deal with the raid call and everything. Here's Wander.
If I let my mind wander to the beach we walked yesterday, I can see that flock still rushing into the fine sand. That wave dispersed so gently, but the sea foam wraps around our feet, and the midday light behind you silhouettes you so gently, and you smile, and so do I.
Thanks, Arrow.
So much space,
Thanks,
so
Meg.
much time. You kiss me in the cabin, and you take my breath away. When your voice rang downstairs early last night, I was a weakling. That wave disperses slowly as you wrap around me tight, and the nightlight on the bedside lets me into your eye, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time.
Yeah, that's all Natalie.
Gentle as a wave, pushed in by a light breeze. Let me be a salty sigh, long contained. I'll be that for you. Open arms and lack of force. After all, babe, that's me to a fault.
It's the home stretch. Be sure to copy the raid call if you're lurking, hanging.
That wave dispersed in due time, but the magic hangs on us. Little stippled birds of passion, to the ocean's traffic hum. If I let my mind wander, it'll find its way back there, with the ocean breezes fingers running through your curly hair, and you smile, and so do I. So much space, so much time.
All right, everybody, get ready.
You have to do it, though. You have to do it.
I know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Thank you, everybody. I really, really appreciate it. This would be a good one to replace the lyrics with meows. All right, everybody. We are about to raid. So, how do I do this? It's raid.
/raid, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just takes a minute. I don't know why. ELLYMAC. Music.
Copy that raid call. Like that?
Yes.
All right, we are going to raid Ellie Mac Music.
Hit it.
Here we go.
You go ahead and hit it. It's not going to go immediately. That's why I was saying you can set it up and it takes time for everybody to get in here. And then you hit right now.
It says in 7 seconds.
But that's when the button's available.
Oh.
So I like to set it up early, and it won't go automatically until this bar is all the way down. So
Okay.
you have time, then it makes it smooth.
All right, everybody. We are going to raid Ellie Mac. This is going to be great. She's the bomb. Everybody get your dogs ready, like Lone Wolf music. We'll let the chill begin. Okay.
So that's why. Oh, you can end stream.
What's that?
End stream.